Cowboys Fringants bassist is named Quebec's chief scientist. That's the headline from the New York Times, written by Norimitsu Onishi with photographs by Nazuna Stewart-Yulin, reporting from Montreal. Jerome Dupress, 46, has long been known in Quebec for his double life. He's been described as the Clark Kent turned Superman of the province, no horn-rimmed glasses or red capes, but during the day, typically dressed in earth-tone blazers, he supervises graduate students and works on scientific papers on ecological economics. After the sun sets, chest bare and a tie knotted around his head, he plays bass guitar before frenzied fans and tosses them beers from the stage. Across Canada's French-speaking province, Dupress is famous for this dual identity, a well-known expert on the economic value of the environment, who also happens to be a member of Les Cowboys Fringants, or the Dashing Cowboys, one of Quebec's most famous folk rock bands and the one that best captured the province's dreams and disillusions of the past generation. Now the researcher and rock star has assumed yet another identity after the provincial government recently appointed him as chief scientist of Quebec. There is an artistic dimension that is very, very strong in science, and there is also the social capital that our band succeeded in building, Dupress said. So this artistic side leads me to engage in a scientific dialogue with the public. While the position of chief scientist exists elsewhere, it is a particularly powerful one in Quebec. Dupress will not only advise the government on scientific matters, but he will also oversee the province's scientific research budget of $250 million Canadian dollars. He will also become the most prominent voice on politically sensitive scientific issues. As a scientist and a musician, Dupress has spoken often of the importance of protecting the environment and natural resources. Would joining government alter his message? Many in the Quebec news media asked after his appointment. Especially as the Canadian and Quebec governments focus more on economic growth rather than environmental issues in the face of President Trump's trade war. In an interview in his new office in downtown Montreal, Dupress said it was a legitimate question because of his long record on the environment as a scientist, artist, and activist. His new position, he vowed, would not silence him. When we talk about climate change, he said, I can't deny the fact that we're facing an emergency, and that there are climate change mitigation measures that need to be implemented across all sectors of the economy. Expectations are high because of his prominence. Vincent Lariviere, a professor of information science at the University of Montreal, says Dupress's aura will give him the freedom to speak candidly. For a researcher rockstar who now holds the purse strings of Quebec's scientific future, the spotlight just got brighter. That's the story from the New York Times. Thanks for listening.